I need to go for a run. I need to steam my face because my pores look like shit. But I'm only yelling and being so loud right now because I don't want y'all to think it's going to be time to be quiet soon. Because it's not. It's time to learn, nigga. It's time to learn and teach and be taught. Um, yeah, man. Go read Kali Akuno's self-defense manual. I posted it. There's a Google Drive link because the other link kept fucking up. Um, it's going to get worse before it gets better. You are absolutely right. That is absolutely right, Jay. It's right. We're guys, we're coming up on a culmination of economic crises in America that is going to disproportionately affect black people. That is just the truth. And Jay is absolutely right. It's going to get worse before it gets better, but not just because of the violence, because violence isn't their only tool that they have at their disposal to oppress black people in this country or any people in this country. They can remove education. They can remove our resources. They can remove healthcare. We don't even have any resemblance of healthcare, so I don't even know where the fuck they would remove that from. But things are about to get worse, and you need to know why they're getting worse and educate yourself and realize that there's only two options. You can wait this shit out, grab all the money that you have and grab your peoples around you and kind of back off and retreat and be scared right now. Or we teach ourselves and organize and start to do things like what's happening in Jackson, Mississippi, not just in the way they are doing their community, but I was talking earlier with how we can do that in entertainment, how we can start to build cooperative entertainment companies and production companies with egalitarian systems that exist outside of capitalism, where we're making hella bread, but making democratic decisions on what is what is going on with the bread and who we're helping out with the bread. If we're not helping the kids, if we're not helping them build committees in the community where we're talking about shit like this, then we're doing something wrong. But the only people who are going to do it is us. And you can, as a black entertainer, we can make all the millions of dollars that we want and think that we've got a seat and think that white people will respect us, but you're just another nigger to them. Trust me on this shit, bro. And a lot of you niggas want to wait this out so you can get some semblance of fame and like sit at the table with them. But guess what? There's not going to be any industry of fame left once the country starts falling apart more and more. And it's going to be a very slow thing. And we're seeing these slow steps start to fucking build and show themselves. The civil unrest, the violence, all of that shit is slow. The collapse isn't going to be one day it just collapses. It's going to be slow. Where for one point, Skid Row in LA, for example, will probably become an entire area where people just become homeless and starving and needing more and more civil unrest, more violence, more confusion. So focus on each other and be patient. Quinta's right. We all got to be patient. But this shit don't happen from any amount of posting or any amount of thinking that we can kill the cops into some sort of submission. That's not gonna do a damn thing. Except, maybe give some sort of temporary symbolic victory, serotonin boost for all of us, and then they kind of go back to the same thing, or here, I'm mad you ain't Quinta. Trying to add Quinta right now. I'm sorry I keep yelling.
Why are you saying sorry? Everything you're saying is right.
I just don't.
Every single thing.
I don't want to seem like I'm trying to be like I'm trying to beat anything down that people are doing to cope with this.
You don't seem like that at all. I just think it's important within your message to understand that our people, all of our people, need time and space to learn. It's not you're talking to people who are fans of you, are in the same space as you are, but you know this. Our cousins and our little cousins and like everybody needs time to learn these things. So I'm saying is we have to have patience for
Yeah,
people who are learning these messages, because just saying them to people and not giving people the time to learn and read is also just as dangerous as the other option. You know what I mean? That I just feel like we have to make sure we're patient. For instance, today with that blackout stuff, I didn't even know that was a music industry thing. I saw my cousin post that and was like, "Oh, look at my cousin doing something." I had
right,
no clue. She's just thinking she's doing her part to help. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
I didn't even know that that was a music industry thing, because that's how fucked up our shit is. And we know that. That's coming from the Diddies and all those people who are pushing that shit out there. We just have to have patience with each other. I
Yeah,
think. Well,
yeah,
not a word you're saying is wrong. You know, I don't think anything you're saying is wrong. You know, I'm moving right off of this land as soon as I get the chance to. Because I am. And
yeah,
I'm going to have a house in the back for you and Jack, whoever wants to come. But I just think it's important within what you're saying to talk about patience for our people, because we have so much unlearning and learning to do, and all of us
yeah,
don't have the space or privilege to learn all that you have learned or that I have learned when it's a bunch of
sure.
bullshit being shoved down our throats constantly. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
That's it.
yeah. No, you're absolutely right. It's going to be a really big team effort, and I think even talking to our like my mom and like older folks, like they have been in this situation and they've been upset and they've been angry, but they haven't seen it to this
Same,
degree of young black people being like, yo,
same,
nah, like,
same,
you know?
same. I talked to my
And
parents today, and they were in riots in the '60s and part of Black Panther parties, and they're like, "No, we ain't never seen any shit like this." And they've seen anarchists, and they've seen Antifa's participation in their movements and stuff, and they've never seen anything like this. So we have a real opportunity to create liberation for our people, is the way I'm looking at it right now.
yeah,
So we have to be patient with one another
yeah,
so that we can really have that for everybody, and not just the talkers and the thinkers and the creatives. You know what I mean? I feel like
yeah,
even in our little crew of little weirdo non-elites, that there's still some elitism in that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, kids, people right now in the towns that are being looted or fighting to get food tomorrow, we're not in that position.
right.
But we have to think about everybody in
Who
this.
is? Yeah,
We have to think about everyone, and if not, then we're not talking about liberation.
yeah,
You know, we're talking
absolutely.
about liberation for some, but not for all. We need to be thinking about for all. But I didn't want to. I just wanted to say that because I love you and I love everything you're saying, and I think it's wonderful that you are using your platform to give out reading materials, and it's amazing. And I think that I just wanted to talk about patience, because I think that gets lost in all of this.
Yeah,
Patience for our people. It's important. You know, we can believe in something so staunchly, but if we don't give people the time to learn, then we're losing our,
absolutely. Absolutely. I
you know,
completely agree. I just, at the same, it's such a double-edged sword because we do, yes, we 100% have to be patient. And on the other end of it, we can't let this moment be co-opted
no.
and taken and used by who. I don't even have to explain
Yeah,
who, to kind of like
you're right.
to and put this fire out, because
You're right.
this fire and this anger and this rage,
You're right.
like the shit that I'm screaming about, I hope that someone multiple people smarter than me and more initiated in this knowledge than me take that and can run with it and really start to build on things that, like, people are hitting me up like they didn't know about certain things, and it's not about me at all,
Mhm.
at all. Like, I'm supposed to be the fucking, I'm supposed to be here throwing this shit out, you know,
Yeah.
and then helping where I can. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you are doing that. You're doing everything you're supposed to be doing. I just think that what
I'm
I
just sad.
see,
I'm just really sad.
and so am I, and what I see is disconnected communities. I'm talking to my family back home, and you know, we're everything you're saying, we're disconnected because of all of that. We're disconnected, and we have to allow space. I'm not even
Yeah.
gonna say patience. We have to allow space for everyone to get on the same page. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. I just think that we have to all be allowed the space and opportunity
You're right.
to learn about liberation, because
Yeah.
it's a long path, and we're fortunate to have a community, but not everyone has that community.
Yeah.
Everyone is thinking under the boot of, I want to be the next Beyonce, I want to be the next Jay-Z, and we know that.
Yeah.
Because we know that, and
Yeah.
let's not be coy, but we need to have the space for people to learn why capitalism doesn't necessarily serve us. You know what I mean? That takes a lot of thinking. I've been thinking about it for 3 years, four
It's a
years.
lot. It's
It's
a
a lot.
lot.
It's a lot, and everything you're doing is amazing, and I'm here for it. I just hopped on
I know.
because I love you, and I wanted to add that into the
No, but
message.
you're absolutely right. And I think that moving forward, this is what it's about, is like having spaces where we're really letting each other's voices shine and being able to shut the fuck up and being able to, speak truth to power, but also like kind of deconstruct all the shit that we've let
Yeah.
fuck up the discourse in the black community, whether it be homophobia, transphobia,
You
misogyny. No, you don't get to talk.
classism,
Classism. You don't get to talk because I have on Gucciism.
because I'm verified or I have money or whatever. Like,
All
no,
of
we're
that.
not doing
Like,
that anymore. And that takes
yeah,
so much unbuilding to get there. And, it takes, we're there, but it's going to take a lot for, my little cousin currently in his Gucci belt to understand that that doesn't, because,
yeah,
and you know it, because we have to build it. We have to allow ourselves the space to educate each other to
yeah,
build it. We talked about this earlier. We have to talk about opportunities. We have to talk about different options for living, and that only comes with space and time to learn about different opportunities. But anyway, I'm gonna get off and let you go because I look crazy. You can look crazy on here, but
I look fucking wild. I barely slept, but I need to go sleep.
I think you look like handsome crazy. Like you look like you're turning into a
I feel like I'm
like
turning into a fucking wolf,
turn into a
nasty,
force.
a
And we
thing.
like to see it.
I just want to get back. Like, niggas think I want to do this. I want to get back to making pussy jokes, man. I
Me
want to.
too.
I want to. I don't want to do this, but
I just
they.
want to talk about dumb shit. I want to make videos where I multiply myself.
Yeah,
That's it. That's all I want to do. I just want to talk about multiplying myself in hair videos. But we
you
got to
know.
talk about this race shit. And we've been reading and learning, and now we need to allow the space. You know what I mean? The space we've had in the past couple of months, the past
Yeah,
couple of years to read and learn is what we need to allow for everyone.
yeah,
We need to allow for liberation of the mind for all of our people.
yeah.
I I needed it in that moment. I didn't know that fucking blackout shit was some music industry shit. I had to
I just got
liberate
mad
myself in that
immediately.
moment. I didn't even know.
I
I
should have
was like,
waited.
I thought my cousin was doing some cute shit. I was like, come on, let's go with this. But no, had no clue. I had no idea, and needed a moment to liberate from that. Did not know, and that's a metaphor for how this shit all works. Something
Yeah,
being put on you that you don't know about, and you have to liberate your mind from it. But it takes way longer in the long run.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
anywho.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go, Zach. I have to go.
Okay.
I'm scared about the FBI coming to my house. You know this.
They're outside. Like they're not gonna see me. They
I'm terrified.
Hey, if niggas come in here, they about to see a whole lot of ass from a real thick nigga. Okay.
Zach, just please bring. I'd rather you bring your sword out than show them your ass. They don't deserve
They
your
gonna see the
ass.
ass and the sword.
I'd rather you bring the sword out with like sword out, dick out. They don't deserve your ass.
They
I
gonna
don't
get
like that.
they gonna get the whole ass, Quinta.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Good night. I love you. Stay
Good night.
safe.
I love you. Bye.
Bye.
I love Quinta. And I love y'all. I'ma go. It's 1 a.m. I'ma go. But yeah, again, just go on your time. No rush. No rush. Patience. Uh, go read the things that I've kind of put out there, and let's start to change the output. Let's start to read, ingest this type of shit, listen to people who know more than me. The Kali Akunos, Asada Shakur. I gotta make a list of this type of shit so I can tell y'all. But look at Rojava, read about this type of stuff, so we can really start to plant these seeds of ideas and be more patient. Like Quinta said, I got to be more patient. We all got to be more patient and kind of undo what we've been thinking will fix this situation. And once we're all on the same page, man, once we all on the same page and we really, when niggas is interviewing us, talking about, yeah, what's coming up on your album or your special, and you go, excuse me, I want to talk about this for a second. Boom, 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 boom. Talking points, talking points, talking points. Once we all on the same page with this shit, we're gonna be a bona fide, beautiful fucking force, man. We're gonna see some real shit start to change, but not with them, with us. Okay? Cool. I love y'all. Please be safe out there. To everybody protesting in the streets, being crazy. Goodbye.